There is a new controversy making waves in Nigeria's political and social space. Why would a school, especially one with such a painful history, reject donations meant to help its students? The question is at the center of claims made by activist Aisha Yusufu, who says that computers, printers, and financial support donated by Peter Obi were turned down by a government school in Chibok, Borno State. Now, this isn't just about a rejected donation. It opens deeper conversations about politics, control, access to public institutions, and the reality of charity in Nigeria. So, in this video, we will break it all down: what happened, what it means, and the bigger questions Nigerians should be asking. Before then, let us look at the full report. Aisha Yusufu, a human rights activist, has alleged that the management of government girls' secondary school in Chibok, Borno State, rejected donations of computers, printers, and funds made to the institution by Peter Obi, the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party. The school is famously known for the April 2014 adoptions of about 276 schoolgirls by Boko Haram terrorists, while over 119 girls have escaped or have been released. Roughly 82 remain in captivity, marking a decade-long tragedy. The attack also spurred the Bring Back Our Girls campaign, which gained global attention and was championed by former Minister of Education Obiageli Ezekwesili. Yusufu, a strong supporter of Peter Obi, said the school and other government-owned institutions have on various occasions rejected Peter Obi's gift or even declined visitations requests. In a post on X, Yusufu explained why the former Anambra State governor often visits and donates to private institutions, stating that such rejections have become common for Obi's team. She wrote, "Yesterday in Ibadan, I had an encounter with someone that made me realize that we have not spoken about the travails we face enough. He was shocked that I was not surprised about how the OAU Ife event Peter Obi was supposed to attend turned out. I told him it is a normal thing we face. I went on to ask him why he thinks Peter Obi usually visits private nursing schools or those run by missionaries. He didn't know. I told him because the ones run by government would not allow him to visit or the officials take anything from him." She noted that while many people assume Obi is biased in favor of private and missionary institutions, he primarily visits places where he is welcomed. To fully understand why this story is so sensitive, we need to go back to 2014, the Chibok schoolgirls kidnapping, which shook the world. About 276 schoolgirls were abducted from government girls' secondary school in Chibok by Boko Haram insurgents. The incident sparked global outrage and led to the viral Bring Back Our Girls campaign. Even today, more than a decade later, not all the girls have returned. That school is not just any school. It is a symbol of tragedy, resilience, and global attention. So naturally, any attempt to support it, especially with educational tools like computers, should be welcomed, right? Well, according to recent claims, that wasn't the case. According to Aisha Yusufu, the issue started when the Chibok community reached out about the lack of basic learning equipment in the school. She says when she informed Peter Obi, he immediately agreed to help, even going beyond what was requested. The plan was simple: visit the school, donate computers and printers, assess other needs. But things didn't go as planned. First, they were reportedly denied permission to visit the school in Chibok. Then, alternative suggestions were made. Maybe deliver the items through nearby states. Also rejected. Another option: bring school representatives, teachers, students, the principal to Abuja. Still not allowed. Eventually, the only option left was to hand over the donations to members of the Chibok community in Abuja. Now, this raises an important question. Why would a school or authorities block all possible channels of receiving help? What could be the possible reasons behind the rejection? Let's be clear, there are no official statements yet explaining why this happened. So, what we have are claims, not confirmed conclusions, but we can explore possible explanations to this. 1. Political sensitivities. Peter Obi is not just a philanthropist, he is a major political figure. In Nigeria, actions by political figures are often interpreted through a political lens. Donations, especially to public institutions, can sometimes be seen as image building, political positioning, or indirect campaigning. So, authorities may become cautious or even defensive. 2. Control over public institutions. Government schools are not independent. Decisions often pass through layers: the school management, state education boards, security agencies. In sensitive areas like Borno State, security concerns alone can restrict visits. So even if a donation is genuine, access might be still limited. 3. Bureaucracy and protocol. Sometimes it's not even political, it's procedural. Was the right approval obtained? Were proper channels followed? Did the request meet government guidelines? In Nigeria, bureaucracy can slow down or completely block good intentions. 4. Perception and trust issues. Another angle is trust. Authorities may question: why this donation? Why now? What comes with it? Even genuine acts can be viewed with suspicion in a politically charged environment. Here's the bigger pattern. According to Aisha Yusufu, this isn't an isolated case. She claims that government institutions often reject or avoid engagement with Obi, and that's why he is frequently seen supporting private schools, missionary institutions, non government owned facilities. Now, if this is true, it raises a serious concern. Are public institutions becoming inaccessible to certain individuals based on politics? And more importantly, who suffers the consequences? The students. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who miss out on opportunities, resources, and support. Now, what does this mean for Nigeria? This story touches on something deeper than politics. It highlights the ongoing struggle between good intentions, institutional control, and political realities. If donations to public schools can be blocked, then how do we improve education? How do communities get help? And who decides what help is acceptable? It also raises questions about transparency. If something is rejected, shouldn't there be a clear explanation? Because silence creates speculation, and speculation fuels division. At this point, we don't have all the answers. We only have claims from one side of the story. But what is clear is this: a school that once became a global symbol of tragedy is now at the center of another controversy. And once again, the conversation is not just about Chibok. It's about Nigeria, about how systems work, about who gets access, and about whether help can truly reach those who need it most. So, Gist Angle family, what do you think? Was this a case of politics getting in the way of progress? Or is there more to the story than we've been told? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep, balanced breakdowns like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gist Angle.
It's just Angle.